Never Leave Quietly was the strap name in 2022 for V12 Vantage. Today we've got for you this beautiful Arden Green V12 Roadster, one of 249 cars made for the globe. So we have this lovely 2023 on a 23 plate, as I say, Arden Green V12 Roadster, done 1,359 miles from new and is available here at HWM Aston Martin. So what we wanted to do today was run you through not just the specification of this car, but also take you for a dynamic journey out on the British roads here, starting at Silvermere Golf Club. So this car has got the exposed carbon fibre lower body package, which is your front splitter, your side sill, and that moves round into the rear diffuser. And we also have carbon fibre mirror caps on the outside as well. This particular car does have the livery package, which was just the pinstripe, and that will be on the edge of the carbon, lacquered into the carbon, so you can't actually feel that pinstripe, and that is finished in Arden Green as well. And as you can see from the side, we have the beautiful lightweight satin black diamond turned wheels with the black brake calipers behind. And as you can see on the side here as well, the V12 denote on the side fender grille. Elegantly finished on the outside, we have the brushed aluminium window surround on this particular car, and that matches with the chrome tailpipes. And then finished off on the exterior here with your silver and black finish roof, which I might add can be dropped in 7 seconds. Moving you around the back of the vehicle, that pinstripe, as I say, the detail runs across the back of the rear diffuser. We also have smoked rear lights on the back, finished with the standard chrome badging on the exterior of this particular car. If you are thinking of doing some touring in your V12, you'll be pleased to know this has a similar boot space as to what you had in Vantage, the V8 version. Plenty of space for your luggage and or any sort of sporting equipment that you may be interested in. So let's talk about the interior of this car. We have a gorgeous metallic Arden Green leather interior, two-tone interior, finished with an ivory lower and also the seat centre seat centre stripe as well. Finished with a satin silver jewellery pack on this vehicle. So let's talk dynamics of V12 Vantage. Well, you've got to remember this car was built with the V12 in mind in the front end, so not only have you got that new front subframe, but obviously they had to stiffen the platform overall. And I think, you know, popular belief, people saying that the car is too stiff. I don't really think the car is too stiff when you think about how it's been packaged up with your lightweight wheels, your carbon ceramic brakes, and then obviously that huge V12 out front. Let's take you for a bit of a drive and see what you think. So let's talk about the ways that you can drive this car. Now, you could just have it in drive in your sport mode, or, you know, what is your, I guess, your sort of comfort setting for V12 Vantage. You can also dial it up a little bit if you wanted to have your Sport Plus settings. And now that would change a few of the different configurations on the car, not just the gearbox, the exhaust, the engine, throttle, steering. You can also adjust the suspension on the other side of the steering wheel as well, as if you want to. But you also have a track mode available to you on the steering wheel, which sharpens absolutely everything up on the car. And you can do the same on the suspension. For me, if I was driving V12 Vantage, particularly the Roadster, I'd have it on the paddles, in your track mode, and then on your comfort suspension. For me, that's the best compromise across the whole car. about everyday driving with V12 Vantage. Again, let's come back to the topic of comfort. Around town, we're currently around town, sat at about 20 mile an hour. We are on the paddles, but you know, we're in stop-start traffic or slow-moving traffic. It's comfortable. The ZF gearbox gives you that comfort and flexibility that you need to maneuver the car or daily drive the car around town. And as I say, if you're running the car in the softest suspension mode, actually I think you will find it very composed, but it's all set up and configured for the car that you have actually purchased. It's not, I don't think it's too stiff and it's not too soft. I think it's just right for the purpose of V12 Vantage. Your comparison really is if you look at a 2009 or a 2013 V12 manual, the original V12 Vantage, that was a really stiff car. Didn't even have adjustable suspension. It was a fixed platform. They were quite raw, quite harsh, quite a brittle drive. If you're then comparing over the years into the V12S, where they put adaptive suspension on, it was a bit more composed, slightly softer, some would probably say, in its regular setting, and a bit too stiff in its track mode. But this car, I think, is a good combination of being just right for the purpose of this vehicle. Let's talk about marketplace for V12 Vantage. Probably a bit of a controversial topic for most. There have been a fair few online, popping on, popping off the marketplace. There are some unusual specs, and there are some nice specification cars. And as you can probably tell, there's some prices. Some are up and some are down. I think if you want to look at this car, value-wise, the engine, the transmission, the brakes, suspension, the construction, the build, not necessarily the interior, but the interior craftsmanship, and compare that to a new Vantage, I think you would probably find V12 Vantage, bearing in mind the build numbers for both the coupe and the Roadster, these are great value for money at today's market prices. So for now, let's do some point of view driving. No talking from me, all about the car. But what we're going to do is drop that roof down and get that V12 noise in the cabin. taking the time to watch this presentation of this 2023 V12 Vantage Roadster. As I say, if you want further details on this car, do give us a call here at the showroom, or you can visit our website. And always look back at the legacy of a car, not necessarily the comparable cars at that time in the marketplace. It's an epic car, brilliant value, and I think somebody would find this a really good home.